I decided to make a video today about why I still drive a beater and why you should too. So I have this 2004 Toyota Camry, and right now it has 433,000 miles on it. Unbelievable. Original transmission, original engine, and I have done very little maintenance throughout the years that I have owned this car. I replaced one wheel bearing, I replaced the alternator, and other than that, it's been just regular maintenance. Brakes, tires, oil changes, etc. So the cost of ownership has been quite low. In the news recently, you probably saw that General Motors recalled a lot of trucks because of engine problems, and people paid a lot of money for those trucks. I would be sick to my stomach if I bought an expensive truck approaching $100,000 and then I had to worry about engine problems. Hopefully General Motors takes care of all of those problems so that those individuals don't have expensive issues to deal with in the future. But look at Toyota. A lot of folks who bought Toyota vehicles recently with turbo engines have had problems. So I'm really glad that I have this 2004 Toyota Camry that's still going strong. Now, it has developed a small oil leak recently. That just started within the past week or so. But it's amazing to me that this car that is over 2 decades old and has 433,000 miles on the odometer just now developed a small oil leak. There's not a lot of vehicles that are out there today that are going to last this long and have as few problems as I have had. It's just such a tank of a vehicle. These cars had some of the finest materials. The plastic used for the door panels and the dash, it's not cracking, it's not splitting, it's still holding up great. The seats still have a lot of cushion. My mother has a newer Toyota Camry, and I drove her car recently. The seats don't have the same level of cushion. They're just not as thick. My back started to hurt when I drove her car. In my car, I could drive this vehicle on a long road trip. I don't fear it breaking down, and I can get out, and I have no back pain. The seats are just so comfortable. And the fabric that they used in this generation of Toyota Camry just holds up wonderfully. I mean, none of this fabric is tearing or splitting or anything. None of the seams are coming loose. And this is just excellent material. Now, this generation of Camry does have some minor issues. I've looked at possibly replacing this one with another Toyota Camry of this generation. And one thing I've noticed is that the airbag on the passenger side dash, they all develop a small crack toward the top from the sun. Mine developed that after about 300,000 miles. Prior to that, never had any issues with it. The headliner on almost all of these starts to sag by the back window. Starts in the corners and then it starts sagging in the center. Again, mine didn't start doing that until around 300,000 miles. Prior to that, never had any issue with that. The speaker grates on the back dash, they started to crack, but I ordered a new set on eBay, less than $50, installed them, and the new ones, they still look great. So this car is just wonderful. the same can't be said for some other generations of Toyota Camry. After this generation, which ended in 2006, the 2007 and 2008 had low tension rings, and they started burning a lot of oil. 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, a lot of those had melting dashboards. The sun would break down that material and they would start to get really sticky. There's no way to prevent that from happening unless you're going to park your car inside all the time, and it's really expensive to replace the dash. Toyota did have a campaign, I understand, where they replaced those dashboards for free for customers that developed those issues. But you could buy a dash overlay. They sell them. They're not too expensive. It's a thin layer. It is applied over the top of your dashboard. If you look closely, you can still see that it is an overlay. And think of it like a big decal that goes over the top of your existing dashboard. The 2012, 2013, 2014 Camrys, they had some torque converter issues. There was some shuddering. So those weren't immune to problems either. And then some of the newer generations Camrys that had 8-speed transmissions, they hunt for gears. Some of the early models had some issues with those. This transmission is original, and the fluid hasn't been changed since I got it. And it still has 433,000 miles, and it still shifts great. There are no issues. Most cars aren't going to be able to do that. Probably not even modern Toyotas that are out there. So I like this car because my cost of insurance is low. I have full coverage on the car still, and it's less than $60 a month. And I have no deductible for comprehensive, no deductible for collision. I have the best rental car coverage offered by my carrier, which means I get a nice rental car. I don't get an economy rental car. This car is cheap for oil changes. I can go to Walmart and get their pit crew oil change for less than $30. I don't have to worry about synthetic oil changes. I don't have to go to the dealer. The small tires on this car are inexpensive to replace. Brakes are cheap to replace. Can't say enough about owning a beater like this. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look great if you're pulling up to some appointment. Someone that doesn't know you might judge you because you're driving an old car, but you know, I really don't like people who are superficial. I don't really care about that. I don't have to worry about getting door dings if I park this somewhere. If I go to Walmart, park it in the parking lot, I can park wherever I want. I'm not worried about parking way out in the middle of nowhere so I don't get hit by a shopping cart or get door dinged. Doesn't matter. A few more door dings is just more patina for this vehicle. It's kind of like people who collect old porcelain signs. A lot of people that collect those, they like that patina. That porcelain sign had been out there in the elements for decades, and it's a piece of Americana. People like that history that goes along with that sign. Well, same thing with this Camry. It's got patina. There's all kinds of little dings and scratches all over the car. Doesn't matter. If I drive down the road and a truck in front of me spits a rock and I get a little nick in the windshield, or I get a new nick on the hood, it doesn't ruin my day. If I had a new Mercedes S-Class and that happened, it probably would ruin my day. I knew a guy once who bought a brand new Lexus LS, and in the first month of having it, he took it to the country club and he ended up with a golf ball hit on the side of the car. And yeah, that can be repaired. Maybe a paintless dent repair guy could get it out. If not, you're going to have to damage that factory paint, and it's never going to match perfect again. So that ruined his day. I don't have to worry about that. So there is something to be said for owning an older beater like this, especially one that's reliable. This car has never let me down. This car has never broken down. This car has always started, even in sub-zero temperatures. This car starts and it runs great. The air conditioning still blows cold. The heat still works. A lot of cars from the 70s, 80s, 90s, a lot of them rusted out. This car, it has no rust. It's amazing that this vehicle has no rust with this mileage on it. Do any of you remember that old Sir Mix-a-Lot song from the 90s where he's talking about his Ph.D. and he had a 6.9 Buick? It goes, my Ph.D.'s rolling, tailpipe dragging, heat don't work and my girl keeps nagging. Well, for this car, this is a Ph.D., but my Ph.D.'s rolling, tailpipe's not dragging, my heat still works and my girl's not nagging. Unlike his Ph.D., this one, everything works. This is a solid car. I would have no problem driving this car across country. No issues with that. It is just rock solid. So what do you think about all this? Do you have a beater car? Do you have anywhere close to 433,000 miles? Do you think that owning an older, reliable car makes financial sense? I'd rather have my money in investments that provide a financial return. I don't like spending money on depreciating liabilities, which is what a car is. A car is not an asset. So share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.